All right, let's talk retail sales strategy. It's Casual Friday for our viewers around the world, wherever you're watching. If your lockdown has been eased, where are you going and what are you wearing? Has there been a shift across the landscape as far as retail clothing strategy is concerned? Research suggests Americans' newfound love for sweatpants has apparel retailers racing to get casual as they try to kickstart sales decimated by the coronavirus-related store closures. Clothing chains seem to be adding merchandise aimed at capturing increased demand for more relaxed clothing. But why? Is it a change in consumer taste? And is it significant and sustained enough for retail chains to change their products? Joining me to discuss this is Mayowa Ige, analyst at financial derivatives company. Good afternoon to you, Mayowa. And so since it's, I guess, an appropriate discussion for Casual Friday for our viewers that are lounging right now watching the program, what is actually taking place? Have consumer retail shopping habits changed?
Yes, the consumer retail shopping habits have changed, and then this is largely due to the COVID-19 pandemic. We've seen lockdowns since March this year, and the lockdowns have made people stay in-house. They don't go to work, they don't go for shows. And so what they wear has changed, and we know that consumer taste is basically about what products and services consumers choose above others. And with this change in lifestyle, it's led to a change in the kind of attires that consumers wear now. Because people work from home, they're now interested in casual wears, fitness wears, lounge wears, sweatshirts, and also their lifestyle is basically as a result of change in lifestyle, and also not just the product offerings. You've also seen a change in the way they find and purchase items. Consumers don't go to stores anymore. They are now forced to buy online. So there's been an increase in demand for online purchase of items. And for fashion, I wouldn't say it's a long term thing, right? Fashion on its own is fashion changes rapidly even before the COVID-19 pandemic. So it's something that is relatively natural to fashion. Fashion changes with seasons, it changes with trends. So it's just in line with what fashion is.
All right, thank you for that. So we've established that there has been a change in retail clothing tastes and shopping demand. So how are retailers responding to the changes?
So over the months, we've seen some retailers respond well to the change, and then some have not. We've seen companies like Gap and Nordstrom realizing the change in consumer taste to casual wears, and then they have also started increasing their product offerings in casual wear merchandise. And we've seen that there are departments like in Gap, their Athleta department responsible for producing casual wear has actually been recording increased sales. And also we've seen companies like Gap closing down, and not just that, also the digitalization of it all, the move to online stores. We've seen these companies also move to the online method of selling their fashion items. We've seen Gap close about 1,200 stores worldwide. And then they've also updated their strategy in line with this, focusing on three strategic areas: digitalization and integration of the traditional stores and online stores, and also sustainability. So we've seen companies actually responding well to the changes in consumer taste. But also at the same time, we've seen some companies not responding so well. Companies like Warehouse and Debenhams have been forced to go into administration because the COVID-19 has worsened their liquidity problems. And then some stores that already had the digital platforms before now, they have just leveraged on this to even do more. We looked at Nike in China, for instance. During the closure in China, Nike already had an online platform, and so they just improved on building virtual experiences for their customers. And one of the things they did, they started putting workout content on their fitness app, and then that actually saw an 80% increase in their customers, and also a 30% increase in digital sales. So yes, these brands are actually responding well to the changes in consumer taste.
Thank you for that summary. Excellent stuff. Very illustrative. You mentioned Debenhams. I think they're in the UK. Is this unique to what we're talking about, this retail strategy and the change? Is it unique to the US or being observed elsewhere?
It's not unique to the US alone. The COVID-19 pandemic is a global one. It's not something that is tied to the US. So it's affecting UK, it's affecting Europe. In Europe, for instance, we have seen, or like some in Europe, for instance, we've seen executives of luxury brands like Armani complaining and calling for a change because the retailers that they stock with have started pushing their sales period forward. Usually sales that would occur in September, the retailers are now doing sales in June. And the reason why they're doing this is because of excess inventory. And so you have these executives of luxury brands calling for a change in the way that the operations are currently and asking for a change in contract because before they are liable to for the excess inventory that these retailers have. So it's something that is happening worldwide. It's not tied to the US alone.
All right, and then what about Q2 2020 sales? How have the numbers been? I'm guessing ugly.
The numbers have shown a drop in store revenues, in-store revenues. We have seen in the US, for instance, I think there's about a 60% drop in store revenues and about 50 in UK store revenues. Unlike the online aspect of it, where we've seen an increase in sales because there's been a change in how consumers purchase their items now. You know, the ASOS is a UK online retail brand, and they recorded about a 10% increase in their revenue at the end of June 2020 this year. And then you have online retail stores like Zalando who have actually revealed that they actually saw an increase of about 3 million customers over the period.
Excellent
So
stuff, Mayowa. We've run out of time, but Mayowa Ige, financial derivatives company, thank you so much for taking us through the retail landscape and how the strategy has changed because of the change in consumer taste affected by COVID-19. Thank you so much.